So warm welcome back everybody to Warwick Kart Club. Time for the juniors to get it on again. SEKQLD Championship round number 6, and it's time for the juniors to have their 20-lap final. Round they head then. This time they'll get shown the finger to have one formation lap. Alrighty, in 1, Zachary Phil. Out of 2, Sammy Greenhouse. From 3, Hayden Crosley. And from 4, Jackson Greenhouse. That's how they line up. Now let's see what Sammy Greenhouse can do this time with Zachary Phil. Remember, Zachary has won every race so far. He's had a cracker time of it. Can he do it again? From the second row, Hayden Crosley got a great drive in the last one. Gets himself a bona fide 3rd place, beating Jackson Greenhouse, who I expected to go a little bit quicker actually, so maybe the changes that Jackson's doing to the kart are just not working. We'll see what he can do this time. He should have more pace than that, so not quite sure whether there is a drama for Jackson's kart. But we're getting ready then for a 20-lap final. 20 laps on the board, and the flag is ready. These are the 4 strokes, the juniors, and we are green light racing, and away we go again. Greenhouse, oh, this time he's going to hold it. He's on the inside line there, 3 wide, all the way around, but Zachary Phil held his nerve, and now Jackson Greenhouse goes up the inside. He's going to hold it, is he? Whoa, Zachary Phil gets him done. He was not letting him take it, but I'm thinking they are lining up to have a crack at him. He's going to have to really drive the wheels off that 77 kart. He's already shown his nerve in the last start, and then in that one took him 2 corners, but eventually he got the whole shot done, and he really had to muscle his way through and fight for it, because Jackson Greenhouse got the diamond start. He got the dream run down the start-finish rate of Sinkins and went up the inside of Pub, but then just got balked on the outside. So, Phil leads the way. Jackson Greenhouse P2, Sammy Greenhouse P3, Hayden Crosley P4, following them through. But the front 3 are starting to really shape up to a proper race this time. Greenhouse looks like something was wrong with the kart before, because now he looks fast. He does not look like he's going to hold anybody up. And then he gets balked a little bit actually into new better bends. So Jackson Greenhouse gets the run off the straights and seems to struggle a little bit in the corners. You can see how he just slows down in the turns, but then when it comes to the straightaway, watch him start to really chase hard all the way down Sinking Straight. Watch that number 13 kart in P2 at the moment, just breeze up to the back of Zachary Phil. Round he goes into Pub. Now they head down to Cashies. Plenty of laps yet to sort this one out. Still, Phil, Jackson Greenhouse, Sammy Greenhouse, then Crosley. Hayden still chasing. Off the pace a little bit in this one again. Well, the front 3 are already going through better bends and onto Brodericks. Now they come down Racing Ears, and Zachary Phil now starting to really wind it up and get away from them. So they've really got to push now, because they are not going to catch that number 77 kart if he just keeps pushing this hard. 51.401 was the last lap time. Zachary Phil is very soon going to go into the 50s. As they go into Pub, he's already done it. 50.975. Zachary Phil into the 52nd laps already. Through Cashies they go, back towards me. Phil, Greenhouse and Greenhouse. Here they go. Sammy chasing his brother Jackson into new Pub, and then on to better bends. 2 laps have done out of 20, remember. A long, long way to go yet. Round they head through Broderick's. Jackson now looks like he's holding up Sammy. Sammy needs to make a move because Jackson looks like he's holding his brother up. Through they go, through pit corner, heading down that short straight into Power Republic. Look at Sammy now right on the tail of Jackson Greenhouse. Doesn't get the run though. The run he needed, he didn't get it down, sinking straight. Through Pub. Still he's all over him and still he can't make a move through. Back towards me. Zachary Phil goes through. Jackson Greenhouse, Sammy Greenhouse. Here comes Hayden Crosley. Leaning hard into that corner, the number 28 kart. Down he goes into Cashies. Back towards me he'll come. Into DPE chicane. Through goes Crosley then. In the distance, the leader's already coming out of Broderick's. Now they head to Costa. Through Costa onto that left-hander. And then switch back the right through pit corner. Still Sammy Greenhouse hustling his brother. Through they go, through Power Republic, onto sinking straight. Does he get the run this time? Surely he's going to show the nose. Yes, he does, up the inside. Just when you thought he wasn't going to. Sammy Greenhouse finally gets the move done. Now we're going to see what he's got. Can he catch Zachary Phil? Through goes Phil. We'll watch for that gap this time. Now we're all going to be clock watching to see who has the power. Through they go, through Broderick's. Broderick's, and then onto Racing Ears. Sammy Greenhouse gets the head down, leaving Jackson behind him. Through they go, through Costa onto pit corner. Following the leader then. Round Power Republic he goes. Zachary Field, the number 77. Over the line he goes. A 50.453 was the last lap. What did he do this time? A 50.766. What was it? To Sammy Greenhouse. 51.121. The gap at the moment. 2.517 seconds. We'll watch that gap then. As from now, we will see with a clean run to see if he can close the gap to the leader. 2.5 it is, with 15 laps in which to try and chase him down. Can he do it? Can Sammy Greenhouse run the chase of his life and get to Zachary Phil? Through they go, through Costa. Onto pit corner then. Now they head over the line of sinking straight and still Zachary Phil. Blasting away on these laps. Is he quicker this time? No, he's not. 50.5, 50.7 to Greenhouse in pursuit. The gap grew to 2.7. He is not quick enough yet. Needs to wind that kart up. Jackson Greenhouse needs to stay with him for as long as he can. Through they go, through New Pub. Onto Better Bends, back towards me they'll come. Through Broderick's now with the leader, Zachary Phil. Through he goes, followed. Sammy Greenhouse, Jackson Greenhouse, they both go through. Onto Racing Ears then. Through Costa, there goes Hayden Crosley. What times is Hayden doing? Is he struggling for pace? As we look at, he's doing a 54.554, so that one was his quickest, but clearly off the pace. He was doing faster than that in heat number 3, so Hayden Crosley, whatever change he made doesn't seem to have worked. The gap has gone to 3 seconds. So Sammy Greenhouse is not making any inroads into the lead of Zachary Phil. The confidence in the driver must be oozing out. He's done 7 laps, 13 to go, and Zachary Phil is driving the wheels off the 77 today. He will not be caught. It would take a massive drama for anyone to catch him from here. Round he comes in, round. Power Republic onto sinking straight. Through he goes. Into Pub. Zachary Phil leads the way. Tight line through there. Big exit swing from Sammy Greenhouse. And that time, for the first time in a long time, Greenhouse was quicker. It took him 8 laps to do it, but finally Sammy Greenhouse is faster than Zachary Phil. He's given himself 12 laps in which to try and chase down the leader. He's got to go at least 2/10 a lap quicker. He's going to have to, well, more than that, he's going to have to really push. He's got a lot of ground to make up. We'll start to see, it might take a mistake from Zachary Phil or some absolute demon driving from Sammy Greenhalgh as Phil goes over the line. 50.5 that time. 50.7 to Greenhalgh. That's all that Zachary Phil needs to do. Just needs to maintain that 3-second gap. And it is going to be a winner-winner chicken dinner to him. Round they come. Through they go, through New Pub. On to Broderick's now. Leader, where is Crosley? Dino has gone. I think Dean Crosley's retired out of this one. We've got 3 karts left as Dean Crosley unfortunately retired. So Crosley's out. The kart obviously was not right. Zachary Phil then, over the line again. Another one. Through he goes. Through Pub, onto Cashies. Back towards me now. The gap 3.2. He's got an unassailable lead. Half race distance. Can he maintain it? That is the question. Jackson Greenhalgh then chasing them both. 50.9 is the time, lap times from Jackson, so he's a little bit off the pace of these front two. And a 50.3 was done by Zachary Phil, as if to put a nail in that coffin of anybody hoping to chase him down. There is no hope while he's putting lap times like this together. A 50.492 was the last lap. Does he go quicker again? Yes, he does. 51.306. Sorry, that's slower. 51? That was a mistake. Whoa, wherever that was a big mistake. Zachary Phil, just as we said, the only way he's going to lose this race is from a mistake, and he just did a really big one somewhere. He lost 6/10 on one lap. That was a whopper of a mistake. He can't afford to do any more of them. With 8 laps to go up to this one, he really has to concentrate hard. He's got to just keep pushing. Can't afford to stop. Can't afford a DNF. Got to keep on trucking along. Zachary Phil, the 77, down, sinking straight. Over the line he goes. What does he do this time? Yes, he does. He's back into the 50s. 50.422. Greenhalgh follows. Jackson Greenhalgh follows in P3. 12 laps completed then. Just 8 to go. The gap is the length of the short straight from Broderick's back to Better Ben's, and it will stay there, I'm pretty sure, to the end of this race. As Zachary Phil has looked in control all day long. It'll be a clean sweep of victories for Zachary Phil if he continues on his march, and there is no indication that that is going to stop. Looks like the kart's set up perfectly. It's on rails. He goes wide every now and then and maybe does drop a wheel onto some dirt. But at the moment it is having no effect, and he's absolutely driving away from the opposition. Sammy Greenhalgh, the best of the rest, and he's looked like the best of the rest all day as well. Jackson seems to have some dramas today. Normally Jackson would be right up there with Sammy, but today Jackson just hasn't been on his A game. Whatever's been wrong with Jackson, it's just not worked for him today. Sammy has just been beaten fair and squarely by the best guy on the day. Zachary Phil is that guy who looks like he's just gonna walk away from them. Over the line again. To complete lap number 14, just 6 to go. As they go through Cashies in the middle of the circuit. 3 seconds the gap again. Sammy desperate to get it under at least 3. Can he get to 2 seconds? You'd love to close it down and have a sniff at having a crack at him, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen today. Brownie goes down Racing Ears into Cossa corner then. The leader's already into pit corner. Clean sweep of races so far for the number 77 of Zachary Phil. Will he make it 4 from 4? Will he be touched? I don't think he will. Sammy Greenhalgh gets it under 3 seconds. 2.976 now is the gap. But that's not because Zachary Phil slowed down. It's because Sammy Greenhalgh did his quickest lap of the race, a 50.458. Jackson Greenhalgh continues on his way. And now Zachary Phil just has 4 laps to do after this one. A 20-lap final for the 4-stroke singles juniors. And it's been a display of perfect driving from Zachary Phil from start to finish. He had to muscle his way through at the beginning, and then he's not looked back since, and still does not look back, and certainly does not look like he's going to be caught. The gap out to 3.2 once more, and he is driving the wheels off the 77 car. Sammy Greenhalgh chasing hard. Jackson Greenhalgh through Cashies and back towards me. Has done all he could, but it just wasn't enough on the day. For Zachary Phil, a completely different story. Everything has worked perfectly from starts to mid-race to finishes. Zachary Phil has got it all right today, and now he just has 3 laps to go to take the victory for the race, for the day, and a clean sweep for the number 77 car. Down he comes towards me, jumping up down, and that's it, just getting himself comfortable. Sammy Greenhalgh looks like he may have given up on it. He's into the 51-second times. He looks like he's a forlorn figure, just following the leader around, who's absolutely nailed this one again. The quickest lap of 50.371 to Zachary Phil. This will make it 18 laps done. The next one round will see the white flag, the boogie board with 1 to go. So just 2 to go now for Zachary Phil. The 20-lap final for the singles. I think he's starting to drift a little bit, have some fun. I think he's giving it a bit of gas in some of the corners so he can drift that rear end around a little bit. As long as he keeps it on track, it won't matter. But round he goes into Bella Benz. 3.812 is the lead as he heads round towards taking that white flag. 1 lap to go after this one. Here it is then. He will now begin his last lap in the final of the juniors, the 4-stroke singles. 1 to go for Zachary Phil. Following him home will be Sammy Greenhalgh. Jackson Greenhalgh goes over the line now to start his last lap. And there is the champion-elect, who looks like he's just gonna breeze home to a finish in this one. Driven it perfectly all race long. Through Broderick's for the last time, onto Racing Ears for the last time. Now he heads into Cossa and through pit corner, just 1 final time. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, your 4-stroke single juniors winner, chicken dinner, Zachary Phil. 2nd, Sammy Greenhalgh, and 3rd, Jackson Greenhalgh. He's having a bit of drifting fun again. So Zach gives it a big old drift. And he does it again. So Zach's having a little bit of fun, drifting the car through the chicane and through the corner. So well done to the 4-stroke single junior. A big hang 10 from Jackson. Well done, Jackson.